All right, open up our fan, which I deleted. Hit Y to move our anchor point tool. Let's pretend like that's in the middle. Hit R for rotate. It's a little off. Y again. R for rotate. And we're way off. All right, let's pretend like that is good. It's pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to go over here. Before I add anything, I'm going to go to my graph editor. Then I'm going to go make sure we're on speed and okay. Edit speed. All right, so then we're going to, at 0, we will be at 0. At 4, we'll have rotated 2 times. And at 8, we'll have rotated 2 more times. And then we take this middle one and we change it to auto Bezier. Does I believe what that is? Is that how I'm going to do it? Yeah, auto Bezier. So we're going to change all 3 of these to auto Bezier. Turns into auto. And then, since this is a consistent speed, it just automatically spins. For some reason, is it reversing? No. Consistent speed. Okay. So then I want this one. I want that to ease. This one, I want it to ease into it. This one, I want it to ease out of it. And then I just have to move that over, move this over, move this up. And then it should increase as it goes up. Cool, we did it. Okay, so the trick is all down here. So you want to convert everything to auto Bezier, and then if it's starting, you ease out of that keyframe. So you ease from 0, and then you kind of ramp up. And then if it's ending, then you ease into that keyframe. And then if it's in the middle, you ease it. Either side. So if we take this and we look at like that, it should increase in speed. Yep. So now we can experiment and we can say, what happens if we take this and we go to 9 seconds, and we take this and we go copy, and we add a second. And then we add 1 to everything because I just added a second. Now, wait, what speed is this traveling at? 2? Okay, so that would be, this will be 4. In theory, this should work. And then this will slow down to 6. If we go back to our graph editor, nope, not quite. I don't know why that didn't work. That should have worked. Nope, just made it worse. Yeah, so probably just 3 keyframes, and then I guess you can just adjust these for the length of time that you want it to be. Move this over. And I think the problem we were running into before is the ones in the middle shouldn't come off very much. You should really just mainly adjust this. Because as you adjust this, it'll flatten that out a little bit more. And if these don't drop below 0, then it won't reverse.
Oh, I thought you said he was young. And then to just make it repeat, you just copy and paste it.
Well, to make it repeat, it depends on what you want to do. Like if you wanted it to repeat inside of this thing, what you could do is you could just end this at 10 seconds. I think I probably just screwed it up. Let's test it. Okay. Okay, so then you just take your composition and you go composition settings and end it at 10:00. And then when you turn this into a GIF, it'll automatically.
For some reason, every time I try and turn something into a GIF, it's just like a bunch of different pictures. It doesn't do the animation.
Yeah, that might be the way you're viewing it. We'll look at that in just a second. But the other thing that you can do is you can turn this composition, let's make this composition 30 seconds. And we'll slow this down, or shrink that down, bring this over to 30. This is the one expression that I think is actually really easy to learn and fairly useful. And if you go in and you go property loop out, and you don't have to like worry about any of that. What it'll do is once it leaves the last keyframe, it'll repeat the keyframes. It'll just go through them over and over again.
You redid that on the basketball.
Yeah, so it should slow down and then start back up again. Yep, and so it'll just continue to loop. So if you're making a video or something or whatever and you want it to like continue to do this, you can do it that way. So.